Man, it has to taste home style. Like, that's my thing, is home style. You know, when food is cooked with love, and you want to taste the love when you bite into it. And that's what I try to do with my pizzas. I try to make you feel like, you know, the same way as your grandma's gumbo or something. You know, I try to give it that home, you can taste the love. And that's I think is the best thing that you can do with food as far as connecting people to it.
Wow. That's how you make dough?
Yes. Now, you can see the consistency of it. It's still watery. So what we're gonna do when it's like that is just add a little bit more flour. All right. Stick it in there. Go like that. Okay. Now, you got what you need there. Some of the finest pizza dough in all the land. I got involved in culinary arts by looking over my grandma's shoulder. And as a kid, you know, I was that kid that always wanted to be in the kitchen. So over time, I just kind of picked things up by looking. And then, you know, as I got older, I learned over time that I just had a passion for cooking food. We started off doing parties at my house on Sundays, you know, and I would reach out to artists and hip hop artists particularly. I have relationships with them because everybody pretty much knew me as a rapper. You know, I rapped for a long time. So what I did was, my buddy and I, we would come up with the most exotic pizzas that we could think of, you know, just the craziest stuff we could think of, non-traditional style pizzas. I think that food is great because there's no boundaries really. There's no limitations to what you can do. If you know how to put the right amount of this or the right amount of that into your food, you can make it come together with just a little bit of skills and thinking outside the box. When you watch me make a pizza, I just got flour and sugar and, you know, some ingredients and spices and whatnot, you know, but the end result is that pizza. And, you know, when you build it like that and it's well received by people, the feeling is wonderful. It's almost indescribable, you know, it's addictive. You know, again, school is not for everybody. It's more importantly about making decisions that put you on the path towards success, regardless of whether you go to school or not. You gotta do something. Sitting around idle is not gonna get you anything. I guarantee you that, I promise. So, you know, the best thing you can do is believe in yourself and your abilities and your potential. And, you know, try to think beyond what you can see around you. You know, don't limit yourself to anything, because like I said, this was something that I wasn't planning to do, but you know, now I own my own business, and even though I work very hard and I hardly get any sleep, honestly, it's one of the best things I ever did. Letting them know that they can do anything that they want to do, and starting a business in this day and age, in this kind of world that we live in this economy, is a sure way to empower yourself and empower those around you. This is a foodie town, but gentrification definitely worries me, because if I am an example of how you can, as a minority, create a business that becomes successful, then I need to see that happen again. If we're not here, we can't do that. So that's my concern with gentrification, with us being pushed out. If we're not represented in the city, then it's not a true representation of this city. You know, I'm not a suit and tie guy to begin with, you know, and the folks that I employ are not suit and tie folks, but at the same time, we've persevered in a lot of ways. We're still here. Most businesses fail within the first year. We are still here. thing is again, I owe that to my community and to the people that have helped me to get to this point. If I had to say, what it's going to look like in the next couple of years, you definitely will have a place where you and your family can pull up to, and order you a chicken and waffle pizza, some chicken wings, and thoroughly enjoy a family atmosphere and have a place that you can be proud of and have that as an example of success in the community. I want people to know that I love my community. I love making food. I love making people happy through food. I love bringing people together. I want them to remember the brand as a brand that didn't discriminate or didn't exclude, but instead embrace those who otherwise may not be embraced by society.